Hi everybody, Anissa from Firehouse Education here with you on that job that I'm doing the walkthrough with you guys and showing you the steps. I just wanted to show you kind of a typical scenario that we wound up dealing with this job. The source room where all the animal mounts were was very, very bad, not only with smoke and soot from the fire that came through the chimney, but with the chemical from the fire extinguisher the homeowner used. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there's no structural damage to this house whatsoever. This is a perfect in and out, quick, clean, in place job. The chimney insert is having to be replaced. That will be replaced in a couple of days. But that's really the only structural repair, if you will, that needs to be done. So it has just been really, really great for a clean in place. And so what we found was that most of the area past the living room, the source room, it was a mild clean. It was not a heavy clean like that living room was. And so what we're doing is wet wall washing the walls. Of course, doing all the doors and trim. I'm going to show you kind of here's one of the areas. This is the hallway. And here's the source room. So the hallway is just off of the source room. So this was probably the third worst room. This is in the master bedroom. So what we're gonna do is clean all the ceiling, walls, lights, doors, trim cords, everything here, right? We're gonna be very thorough and wall wash everything. And then there's just a little bit of content here. We got a shelf and some photographs, but these are actually, these have like a laminate on, they're high glossy, so they're gonna be really easy to clean with Chem Sponge. And we got a few things here that we're gonna wet wipe, and then we'll take the shelf off the wall. And excuse, it's kind of dark in this hall, but we'll take the shelf off the wall so that we can wash the wall behind it, wash the shelf, and then put it back. You always want to be really careful when you're doing things like that because, you know, depending if this was on and solid and caulked, then maybe I wouldn't take it off. But if it's not, it's real easy for, you know, soot to get pushed down in there, and I wouldn't want there to possibly be any problems with odor. So I want to show you too here in this hallway, we've got some lights. And I know several of you have asked me about cleaning lights. I know it's kind of an odd way to show you here with it being so bright with the light, but I wanted to show you. So what we do even in a light cleaner place is that light comes down, the globe does, okay? So Travis, usually they just screw off the bottom like this. So is that really hot, Travis? Okay. So be careful again. Sometimes we have to turn the light off for a while before we take it down because those can be very, very hot. But we're going to take this down and we're going to scrub up the metal and this, and actually the whole thing in, immerse it in water. If we have the ultrasonic with us, we're dipping it, otherwise we're scrubbing it in the kitchen sink. And then the metal that is around it, the ring, it actually does not come off without taking the entire light down, and then you start getting into like electrical wires, which we do not get into. In our state, in order to take a light down, you have to be a licensed electrician, so we do not do that. So we'll wipe the metal rim off. And it was very sealed up inside there, although Travis is going very carefully with the Score 99 cloth around that rim. I'm not sure if you can see it with the light kind of shining here on the camera, but he's wiping that metal rim off really, really well. And then once he cleans this in the sink, we'll dry it off and put it back, and it's going to be perfectly good to go. Now, there's also sometimes you can't really see it, but there's actually a bulb in this light. It's a 2 light bulb light, and one of them is actually burnt out. So we will take that. We're going to go take it out, and then we're going to go see if the homeowner has another one in their pantry, and we're going to replace it for him. So we'll often do that. Just, you know, that's one of those little added extra courtesy things. So hopefully you found this video informational and helpful. I will do some more for you on this job. We are actually into this job about 24 hours, and it looks like we might have another, well, we've done a day and a half, and we might have another half day. So it turned out to be a little quicker job than I thought it was going to be, and I will do some more video for you. See you on the next one.